So I've put my sled to the side. I've gotten all these little boards cleaned up on one edge, and all I'm going to be doing is feeding them and cutting out 1/2-inch strips, and we're going to see how many we can get out of these. Okay, I've taken out my regular saw blade and I put in this dado set. I got it from Harbor Freight a couple years ago and it's been working out good so far. It's just over 1/2 inch wide. I've got so many little pieces that I've wanted some wiggle room if I needed it, and all I'm doing is setting them 3.5 inches apart. I'm drawing a line and the line matches up with this edge. Send it through. And as you can see, I'm just making them every 3.5 inches or so. And that's a lot of little bars we got cut. Let's go ahead and get them done. So I've gotten all the little bars made now. I've gotten all the half lap cut out, and as you can see, I've started laying out my grid pattern. That is for the front half, and I've gotten all these bars right here, and they're all laid out, and well, they're all cut for the back half. I'm going to go back and take these all apart and glue them up. One thing I wanted to show you guys though is I started off, if you guys remember in the last scene, I started off with just this fence, and I was making little marks every 3.5 inches for the bottles to go into, and it was just really tedious, and I didn't want to kind of make like a box joint jig, so I came up with a little screw-on fence that I had went ahead and made, and the end of it, it's 3.5 inches from this point to the inside right here where the cut would be, which is what I needed, and that's what I ended up doing on all of this, and as you can see, it all worked out. So and the way that I went ahead and did the grid is I laid it all out, and there was a bunch of sticks sprawled all. I never cut anything, and then I came back and with a handsaw and would just cut, like I would just cut right down there and then throw it to the side, and that's how that grid was made. So I'm gonna leave this as a part 1 because it's cold as hell outside and I gotta wait till it warms up for adding glue, but dogs are all knocking around out here. So I've got to go ahead and get the frame cut out as well, and I gotta make a groove all the way around it to fit this grid. So I'm going to go ahead and do the glue tomorrow when it warms up and it can actually dry, and we'll see you guys on part 2 of the pallet wood wine rack build. So stay tuned and look out for part 2.